Okay, so we're going to start every day looking at different story problems of the day. We'll be able to use our number of the day sheets also to help us. But we're going to look at the story problems themselves first and decide if we're going to need to add or subtract. So, first with story problems, you need to picture it in your head. Picture the problem and be able to make a decision if if you're trying to make more, or if you're joining the numbers, making more, or if you're separating those numbers and making less. All right, so when we read the story problems, it's always a good idea to circle the numbers in the problem, and that helps you. Evie and Teresina go to the library. Evie gets 4 books and Teresina gets 6 books. How many books do they have all together? So we know we have 2 numbers in that problem. Evie gets 4 books at the library and Teresina gets 6 books at the library. Now we want to know how many books that they have all together. So we could draw a picture. That's one way we could do it. We could think about and remember with math, we keep it simple. So we could draw a little rectangle to represent our books, couldn't we? That would be a simple picture because we keep it simple. So this would be one of Evie's books. 1, 2, I'm just doing an E for Evie. 3, and 4. So here are the 4 books that Evie got from the library. Now Teresina got 6 books. So I'm going to just do hers in a different color so it will help us. So she got 6 different books, right? So we can draw 6 rectangles and put a T for Teresina. So here's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so we have 4 books for Evie and 6 books for Teresina. So now we want to look and see how many we have all together. So are we going to be joining or are we going to be separating? I want you to think about. We want to know how many they have all together. So I know that Evie has 4. Teresina has 6. And I'm joining them. So I know I'm going to add. So I could count how many I drew, couldn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Or because I knew Evie had 4, I could put 4 in my head and then count on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I know that all together that they have 10 books. I know I'm joining because they have more. Now, I want us to look just real quick at our number of the day, paper 2, because we could always use a 10 frame to help us, couldn't we? So I know that Evie had 4 books, 1, 2, 3, 4, and Teresina had 6 books, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, when we look at that 10 frame, we can see that it's full, can't we? So we could easily see that 4 plus 6 more fills up that 10 frame, so we know 4 plus 6 equals 10. Another way that we could look at it is looking at the number line. So we know that Evie had 4. We're starting there. And then how many did Teresina have? 6. So we could hop 6 times on our number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And where do we end? At 10, because that's how many we have all together. Now in our number bond, we could show our parts. It's 4 plus 6 equals how many all together? What's our whole? It would be 10. So we can use all of those things to help us when we're doing our story problem. Whatever works best for you, whatever makes the most sense, then when you're using story problems, that's a good idea. You can draw a picture, you could use a number line, you could use your 10 frame. All right, on this next story problem of the day, I want us to read it and I want us to picture it in our mind. So Judah has 5 toy trucks and Bentley also has 5 toy trucks. Now again, we want to know how many toy trucks do they have all together. So are we making more? Are we joining? Or are we making less, separating? We know that Judah has 5, and we know that Bentley has 5. So we want to know how many all together, okay? So I want us to think about, because they're the same number, I'm going to use 2 different colors to help us. So Judah's 5 toy trucks. So remember, we can use just a simple picture. In math, we keep it simple. So again, we could just use circles to represent our trucks, couldn't we? So I'm going to do Judah's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to put a J in there because that's for Judah. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, for Bentley's, he also had 5 trucks, but they're 5 different trucks, right? So I could use a circle again to represent his trucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are all Bentleys. They're different than Judah's. So now I want to know how many trucks there are all together. So am I making more or less? Am I joining or am I separating? So we know that Judah had 5 plus, because we're joining, Bentley had 5. So then how many did they have all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I know Judah has 5. I could put 5 in my head and count on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I know that 5 plus 5 equals 10 trucks all together. All right, so we could also use our same number of the day paper to help us, couldn't we? So again, we could use our 10 frame first. So I already have, we could use for Judah's, he had 5 toy trucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Bentley had 5 toy trucks that were different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can easily see when I look at my 10 frame that 5 and 5 more, I'm joining those, is 10 altogether, right? Now, if I use my number line and I start at 5 and then I hop forward, how many hops? 5 more, right? Because here's Judah's, he has 5, and then Bentley has 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And where do I end? 10, because 5 plus 5 equals 10. If I use my number bond, there's 5 and 5 more. If I join those together, because that's what I'm doing when I'm joining, 5 plus 5 equals 10. Because remember, part, whole. Okay, so now let's look at our next